Hello and welcome to North Penn News, live from the North Penn High School studios. I'm Kyle Berger.
And I'm Melissa Croak. We'd like to welcome our viewers in Hatfield Township and Borough.
It's official, North Penn Television is now on suburban cable, and if you're watching us now, you've figured out we're on Channel 71.
In our first story, as the end of the year approaches, with graduation right around the corner, the North Penn High School seniors had one last hurrah.
North Penn News reporter G. Yoon covered the event with Associate Principal Steve Frederick. G is now standing by live in News Center 16. G?
That's right, Kyle. And I got only one word to say. Fantastic. That's right. The seniors and their date stormed through the doors right on into the highly decorated fine Valley Forge Sheraton, the site of this year's prom. As I scouted about in search of some fun, well, let me put it this way. It wasn't hard. Everyone had a smile on their faces, or in my case, some of those delicious treats prepared by those fine chefs there. Well, afterwards, the prom moved to the High Point Athletic Club for the post-prom party, where the fun continued throughout the night. And it sure was a time to remember. Oh yeah, then I also had a chance to get to see our anchors Kyle and Melissa dancing away. And Melissa was a real good dancer. But Kyle, what was this? All I gotta say is that if I were you, I'd stick to news.
Thank you, Jay.
Well, all the girls say I'm pretty fly for a news guy.
Moving on. All aboard! The annual Brittany Point Mayfair was held last week with an ocean cruise theme. Students studying human services, consumer sciences coordinated the intergenerational event with staff and residents of Brittany Point Estates. North Penn High School students of technology and manufacturing classes designed and built the carnival games and door prizes. Plenty of music and food were on hand as students and residents shared generational perspectives and a boatload of fun.
People helping other people. That's what it was all about, the Montgomery County Special Olympics. Students from North Penn High School joined together to host the annual Special Olympics in Crawford Stadium. Organized by the National Honor Society, students volunteered to serve as buddies, timers, and all other positions to make the day a success.
I think it gives high school students a great opportunity to understand, what a great thing Special Olympics is, how widespread it is, and how this, as a small part, leads on to them possibly going to states or nationals or internationals.
Special Olympians participated in a variety of events such as the softball throw, the long jump, many running events, and much, much more. This year's Special Olympics was also dedicated to the memory of classmates Bill Cherry and Brittany Cretion.
The second grade students of Walton Farm Elementary may have found their future career, farming. As part of an integrated learning project, the students studied egg embryos and their growing process. A local 4-H organization donated eggs and an incubator to the classrooms for the students' project. For the 21-day incubation period, the children carefully cared for the eggs and prepared for the chicks' arrival.
We decorated the boxes so that they look nice, and they're brooder boxes, and we made a house and a hospital, and we made a hospital so that we put the ones that aren't sick in here and the ones that are sick in here, so that the healthy ones don't peck at the sick ones.
After a few days with their foster parents, the chicks will be returned to their permanent home on a nearby farm. The chick hatching lesson is in its 5th year at the school.
A variety of great inventions were on display at Inglewood Elementary's Invention Day, including this remote control car. Looks more like a dustbuster, but what the heck. Students had the option of creating a new product, improving an existing one, or researching a great invention. Creativity and enthusiasm were their ideas, and they were abundant as students displayed and presented their research for fellow classmates. Invention Day also included workshops on some of the century's greatest discoveries and inventions. Thomas Edison and Ben Franklin would definitely be proud of these students.
Invent something themselves. They could research an inventor if they wanted to, or they could modify an invention.
See, the staff, everyone is involved. The kids are really into it. They've researched, they've built inventions, they're doing presentations, and it's so nice to see our primary grades interacting with our other 4th, 5th, and 6th grades, and they're just so proud, and it's going both ways. So the little kids are so proud to see what they've done and to show off, hence the older ones are just as proud. It's been a wonderful day. We're really enjoying ourselves.
The prototypes for each invention were innovative and sometimes downright ingenious. North Penn Television will be highlighting Invention Day at Inglewood Elementary in the May edition of On Location.
Recycling was the theme of Gwen Noor Elementary School's annual Earth Day celebration. Throughout the day, children participated in many activities, including making paper from recycled newspaper and using plastic lids to design shrink-eating keychains. Another hit with the students was the EPA's demonstration of starting a compost project in their classroom. The celebration is sponsored by the Gwen Noor Home and School Association.
Animals of the rainforest were loose at the Hatfield Elementary School. During Rainforest Week, the classrooms and hallways were transformed into a tropical forest. Students researched all aspects of the rainforest, including the rich animal and insect populations. Students transformed themselves into apes, chimpanzees, tarantulas, cockatoos, and even a cobra. They then visited the other jungle-like classrooms. Rainforest Week included whole school assemblies, tours of the forest, and student presentations of their research.
The future scientists of Knapp Elementary School exhibited their inventions, experiments, and discoveries at their annual science fair. After the exhibit, students were able to see presentations given by the North Penn High School National Honor Society members. It also featured the Merck Star Lab, which is a mini planetarium set up in the cafeteria for students to observe. It was a very fun and educational night, and who knows, the next Einstein may be a Knapp Elementary student.
Well, the freshmen of the North Penn School District took their first step toward the high school this past weekend, Melissa.
Sarah Connett was there at Penndale Middle School for all the fun at the 9th grade annual semi-formal.
I'm here at the 9th grade semi-formal, and tonight the kids are experiencing the first of a long line of formal dances that they will be attending at North Penn. The kids seem to be having a great time, and the atmosphere is quite jovial.
The kids spent hours doing their hair, preparing their clothes, and getting themselves excited for their very first formal affair at North Penn. Students came in tuxes, suits, and gowns to dance the night away in Penndale Middle School's gym. The 9th grade semi-formal is an annual affair at North Penn and is a dance that welcomes the freshmen into their high school years with open arms. For some, however, the first time being with the entire freshman class is a little overwhelming.
Kind of overwhelming with all the people here?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a lot. I didn't know it was going to be this much, though. Can't wait to get inside, though. It's really fun.
Even so, the school was decorated in purple and white balloons, and the music was set to get the kids' feet moving.
I want to dance.
We're dancing.
Everyone had a great time, and all are looking forward to the future years here at North Penn High School.
For North Penn News, I'm Sarah Connett.
Penfield and Pembroke Middle Schools recently held their annual spring concerts. While the Pembroke 7th graders showcased their talent, the Penfield 9th graders performed in the chorus, band, and chamber choir. If you're interested in seeing the other middle school musical performances, Thursday marks Pembroke's 9th grade chorus and band spring concert, Pendale's 8th and 9th grade band concert, and Penfield's 8th grade band and chorus concert. India, Nigeria, Israel, Korea, Taiwan, and Hungary were just some of the cultures involved in this year's international festival. The festival featured exhibits of native arts, crafts, and histories of different cultures. Traditional African dancers were just a few of the many performers giving demonstrations on cultural performance arts. Visitors could tantalize their taste buds with a variety of ethnic foods representing many different countries. The festival, sponsored by numerous local businesses and organizations, is designed to bring a cultural awareness of the rich diversity in our community.
Campaign mania was in full swing at North Penn as the high school held its student government elections. The hallways were filled with colorful posters and students sporting catchy buttons, but only 5 candidates came away from their campaigning winners. Next year's SGA president is Sagar Bhatt, vice president is Lindsay Simpson, Jane Yoon is the recording secretary, corresponding secretary is Omar Johnson, and the treasurer is Kristen Zazula. Congratulations to all involved. And on Wednesday, June 2nd, high school students who purchase yearbooks can pick them up in the auditorium during homeroom. Extra copies will be available on Thursday, June 3rd in the auditorium at 7:15 a.m. The cost is $50, cash only. No checks will be accepted. These extra yearbooks are on a first-come, first-served basis, so get there soon.
Some important dates to keep in mind. Senior Awards Night will be on Tuesday, June 1st, while Class Night will be held on Tuesday, June 8th. Reflections will take place on Thursday, June 10th, and commencement will be held on Friday, June 11th in Crawford Stadium. For grades 10 through 12, final exams will be given June 8th through the 10th. while finals for grades 7 through 9 will take place June 9th through the 11th. The last day for kindergarten through 11th grade will be Monday, June 14th, which is also an early dismissal day.
The North Monco Technical Career Center is offering science teachers 4 3-day biotech workshops this summer. There's a maximum of 8 teachers allowed per workshop, with a fee of $250 per person per workshop. Topics to be covered include DNA techniques and UV VIS spectrophotometry. Call the North Monco Adult Education Department at 215-855-3931, extension 143 or 149.
Spectrophotometry.
Yes.
The North Penn School Board will be holding their next monthly work session on Tuesday, May 11th, with a special action meeting and their monthly action agenda on Thursday, May 20th. Both meetings are held at 7:30 p.m. in the Educational Service Center. In addition, there will also be Finance Committee meetings on Tuesday, May 4th and Wednesday, May 5th. Both meetings will be at 6 p.m. in the ESC. The purpose of these meetings will be to discuss the preliminary budget for 1999 and 2000.
Just a reminder of some North Penn television highlights on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. You can catch North Penn's Finest, which showcases the outstanding students and staff of the North Penn School District. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m., On Location takes an in-depth look at the happenings in our schools and classrooms.
Make sure you stay tuned because up next, North Penn High School sports will be featured on Sports Night.
Definitely stick around.
Left out matches and a lighter.
Remember, keep your eyes open, and if you see these, tell a grown-up right away. But never touch them, and you'll be a real superhero.
Like a deputy fire marshal?
Exactly.
Don't touch matches or lighters. Tell a grown-up instead. Be cool about fire safety.
If you took away a star for every 1 million people who didn't vote, and a stripe for every 5 million non-voters, and a patch of blue for the 10 million people who didn't care, exactly what kind of flag are we waving?
Welcome back to North Penn News. Now it's time for our sports report. Kyle?
Away we go. And, you know, I was another busy week in North Penn sports, and I spent 3 days of my life,
or lack thereof,
checking out the week in North Penn sports. Let's go to the tape. It all started Tuesday with the track meet between North Penn and Council Rock. That was the start of the 100-yard dash. Casey Allison picked up the victory in that. There you saw Jessica Johnson. She had a big day dominating field events, winning the shot put and the discus. The maidens beat the Rock 80-70, which was Council Rock's first dual meet loss of the season, a 10-point win for the maidens there. Cheryl Smith picking up a victory in the hurdles. Maidens also picked up a victory in the 3200 relay led by Diane Schillo and Casey Allison. Also on Tuesday, the North Penn baseball team lost a very tough 3-2 decision to Ben Salem in non-league action, but that was just the start of the week. Wednesday we go. Nicole Brunt mowing down the Ben Salem Owls. North Penn goes on the offense here, as this is Steph Hines. Double to right field, moving up junior Megan Heath to third base. She would score on the next play as Kim Bennett nubs one to first base, and my bad. She will come home, Megan Heath does, and then on the next play, Leslie Mogenberg slams one to left field, plating Steph Hines. Melissa Jansen kept it real in the field out there with this nice sliding catch, robbing a Ben Salem Owl of a hit. And speaking of hits, the Ben Salem Owls didn't get many as pitcher Nicole Brunt kept mowing them down. That one to end the ball game, a one-hit complete game for Nicole Brunt. Across the yard at North Penn, it was Sarah Ducilli cooling off on the bench, but once she got into the field, she was heating up, getting the scoring started, firing this rocket from 15 yards out past the Penn Ridge goalie. Then Shannon Hungate smokes her like a cheap cigar on that goal, her first of 6. Then she says it's better to give than receive as she hooks up with Sampson for that goal. Katie Somar says, hey, Coach, we need some goalie highlights. So here you go. Kick, save, and a beaut right there by Shirley Sarker. Sarah Ducilli now bobbling it, getting it back and going. Scoop shot 5-hole. That's her second goal of the game. Shannon Hungate on a pretty one-timer to Sampson again. That's Sampson's second goal of the game. And then Hungate's going to put it where Mama puts the peanut butter. That's right, the top shelf. Second half, that was the highlights, and Maidens win 14-5. Thursday, Coach Bob McCreary in his first year with the North Penn Knights coming off a 3-2 loss to Ben Salem. Council Rock got right down to business, top of the second inning, jumping all over pitcher Ryan Hoagie. Back-to-back singles, scoring 2 runs, that one to center field and this one to right field, past Joe Alcaro at first base. Ryan Civarelli's throw to the plate, not in time. But Civ got it done at the plate here, slapping a double down the right field line that will go out of play, so he will trot into second base, standing up with the ground rule double. That was the Knights' first hit of the game. And then pitcher Ryan Hoagie helping himself out of the plate with a runner going from first base, plates Civarelli with this double to the gap in left center field. Hoagie had a good game on the mound. He went the distance for the Knights, whiffing a couple Council Rock batters right there. But he was not invincible, as was shown by this bomb over Mike Chowder's head in center field, scoring the runner all the way from first base. So we have a tie ball game going into the 7th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You want some clutch hitting from Council Rock? Here you go. Right past a diving Dave Martin at third base, scoring 2 runs, giving Council Rock a 2-run lead, and we will go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Clay Kuckel got a chance to win the game with the tying run on base, but he will ground out. North Penn losing 3-0.
You know, my mother puts the peanut butter on the middle shelf, Kyle.
Okay.
Checking some other sports that Kyle somehow didn't manage to get to this week. The boys lacrosse team dominated the George School in a 4-0 shutout last Tuesday. Josh Long picked up the goose egg in net as Ed Svetnoff, Dustin Shalark, Andrew Narog, and Gavin Moser scored for the Knights.
Girls soccer now. Not many highlights coming from this one. The Maidens were schooled by the Indians of Council Rock 4-0 last week. The Maidens were held to just 5 shots and were frustrated by the perennially state-ranked Rock squad. The Maidens will play this week at home against Pennsbury and at Harry S. Truman.
In volleyball action, it was an easy week for the Knights as they breezed past the Neshaminy Redskins 15-9 and 15-7. Chris Maylott led the Knights with 12 kills and 15 digs, while Christian McMunn added 9 kills and 8 digs. Up next for the Knights are the league championships.
Well, while the North Penn girls track team handed the Rock their first loss of the season last week, the North Penn Knights track team also managed to get by the Indians in a convincing fashion, 97-53. The Knights won 6 of 7 field events and also won all 3 relays. That set them up for Saturday's Lower Merion Invitational, where North Penn took home 4 gold medals in field events. Chris McKelvey won the discus, Sean Grimison won the long jump, Kyle Smith won the javelin, and Eamon Murphy won the high jump for the Knights. They have 1 dual meet left to end the season undefeated.
And finally, congratulations from all of us here at North Penn Television to Cliff Wynn, who just won his 3rd straight Suburban 1 title this weekend. Wynn won the state title as a freshman and is ranked #1 in the Mid-Atlantic states. He is the favorite to pick up the gold at states this year. The PIAA championships for tennis are the last weekend in May.
That's your look at North Penn sports. We're going to leave you tonight with scenes from the class of '99 senior prom at the Valley Forge Convention Center.
From everyone here at North Penn Television, thanks for watching.
So long.